Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be doing a Zerg versus Protoss, and I'll be off-racing as the Zerg. I'm going to skip through the first couple of seconds of this video. Nothing really interesting happens. As you can see, with the first Overlord, I put it in these little high ground features in the map, and it really just serves to scout out ground units who can't see you. I'm going to take my second base pretty early at about the 1:30-minute mark, and he will send a probe to scout. So my early links to scout are out, and I'm going to take that free probe that he so kindly sent to me. Lesson learned. Do not send your probe to scout the Zerg after about the 2-minute mark. Always go maybe like 1 minute, 1:30. Just make sure he's not doing like a one base, something goofy. You're good. So in the lower leagues, a lot of Protoss will fail to scout, and even worse than that, they'll fail to wall. Now this Protoss looks like he has the right idea. He should be body blocking the tiny choke. It doesn't really matter, I don't have speedlings, so his wall is effective. Now it looks like he's going for an all-in. He hasn't expanded yet, and he's increasing his infrastructure. He picks up the early robo, which is a sign of a smart Protoss, because not only will he get this observer to scout, he'll also get it to detect any sort of burrowing units that I may use in the future. And you will see Burrow Roach play. Unfortunately, in this match, it is like the worst Burrow Roach play you've ever seen ever. It's like I'd burrow underground to heal, take more damage, then I heal, and then just go back up to like take more damage and just get my ass whooped again. So the observer is going to scout. I have my dedicated queen hotkey for creep spread, which is nice when it's calm and you're not like freaking out about getting attacked. And then I have my macro queens for injects, and I'm just going to start producing roaches. He's going to scout this. So I was just going to use this roach to check out if he picked up a second. So that's going to get taken out. I'm going to realize he has like a one base push going on, and I'm going to like retreat for my high ground, pull some queens out, and make some static D, and then make some more roaches. So he's just going to get some cheeky shots on my Overlord, and he retreats over here. Still high ground for him. So massive shade incoming to my natural. I'm going to surround it, just anticipating. Gets cancelled. And oh my god, I don't know if you can hear the music right now. It is intense. Like, that was perfect. Like, one base push at the main. What do? Super epic, like 300 music. That's what we do. So I'm just scouting him out. And the creep spread is continuing down here, because he hasn't found this one. So he's going to warp in some reinforcements. And he still looks like he has a pretty favorable army with all of the stalkers, and it was very smart of him to send the adept in first to draw that damage, seeing as the tentacles do extra damage versus armored. And I should have microed my roaches further, but the attack initially gets held off, which is nice. That's a pretty equal exchange between us. My roaches aren't really trading very well with this army comp, and now he's just going to warp in the stalkers, which is going to completely counter my roaches, unfortunately. So I'm like, what do I do? Make a spire. Maybe I'll harass him. Maybe I should have made Hydras first. I just like didn't know what he's going to switch to unit comp wise. Single shade in here. Looks like it's just a scout. Send one roach just in case, and it wasn't. I don't know why he did that. Seems like a mistake. He only killed one drone, and this is going to get taken out. Not a worthwhile trade minerals wise, because I can just rebuild that drone, no problem. So he's got a pretty scary force at this point. Just gonna try scouting a little bit. And the Mutalisks are going to get mismicroed, unfortunately. I don't know why I kept him in the fight, and that was definitely an overextension on my part. This queen's gonna get out of position and taken out. And these mutas are still useful. Unfortunately, they will not be used. So the tunneling claws, as I mentioned before, are not working. And I'm just like honestly using at this point to check where his observer can see, which is really poor use. He's just going to continue to reinforce this with units that counter roaches. And oh my god, I'm making more roaches. But now I'm making hydras, so finally the tech switch is coming to effect. But is it too late? This is a pretty scary army. How? So I'm just going to try to skirmish as much as I can. Just keep those things exposed to my spine crawler. Rebuild another one. And just mass hydras. Hope for the best. He just has so much right now. I don't even know if this thing's going to finish in time. Stronger men than me have GG'd at this point. But this is my last play of the day. I said I need one win as Protoss today. That's my personal goal, to get better. Unfortunately, this is just all going to get taken out, and I pull the workers off the line last second just to try to fight this off. I'm trying to just like, swarm these guys, do a ton of damage. And finally, the attack is going to get held off thanks to these workers. Medal of Honor for them. That was like, they were instrumental in that victory. Anyways, I'm going to try to do some more damage, try to take this bad boy out. He's going to get away. And I'm going to be like, how much more does he have behind that? I'm like wondering if he got greedy. I'm wondering if he took a bunch of bases while I was stuck at the choke. Probably not though, because that was like the most one base push I've ever felt. He's gonna do some cheesy warp into my main, of course, right after the even cheesier one base all in. And it's not really gonna do too much damage. I'm gonna try to contain it. And my queen's going to try to do some damage. And of course he drops The Zealot's right on top of my queen, killing it, which is definitely disruptive to my macro. Very annoying. That's going to get taken out. And I have a healthy little army of Hydralisks, and the Lings are already going to be scouting, so I'm just so curious what else he's got. No third base. Good news. Hydras are on their way. More Lings. And the Lings are just going to go right for the workers in his natural. This feels just so good after beating off a one base push, just because I really do not like that. And there's the GG. So, moral of the story, make sure you pull the workers off your line to defend yourself. I know it looks so dumb because the pros do it all the time and it like never helps, but that's because when the pros do it, they're like 50 supply behind by the time they ever do it. So yeah, just know the right time to do it.